Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unpack sources and help you get well-informed fast. Today, we're taking a journey, a virtual one, to Madrid, Spain's really captivating capital, and we're using a pretty detailed 4-day itinerary as our guide. So our mission here is to give you a shortcut, really, to understanding how you'd maximize a trip to Madrid. We want to go beyond just, listing places. We'll delve into the history, the amazing art, the food, and that lively city pulse. The goal. By the end, you'll hopefully have a deeper feel for Spanish art and history, grasp Madrid's evolution, feel confident, like navigating the transport, and get a real taste for the traditional dishes, hopefully leaving you feeling connected to its unique charm.
Yeah, it's exciting because this itinerary, it really balances, those deep cultural dives with very practical advice. It promises this great mix of history, art, vibrant streets, fantastic food. It should ensure a visit that's memorable, enriching, and really captures what Madrid is all about. Let's unpack it.
Okay, day one. Let's start with the basics, like how you'll actually get around this amazing city.
Yep. Right. Well, Madrid has an excellent public transport system. Yeah, that's key. The metro is fast. It's clean, super efficient. Runs from 6 a.m. to 1.3 a.m. every day. So it's probably the easiest way, really, to navigate central Madrid. And then you've got the EMT buses, which complement the metro. They cover areas the underground doesn't quite reach. Now, for convenience, the sources strongly suggest getting a multi-card and loading it with a tourist travel card maybe for 3 to 5 days. That usually includes your airport transfers and covers both the metro and buses, which is, a big help. But beyond just getting the card, what's maybe a pro tip? For using the system like a local, are there pitfalls?
Oh, that's a good point. Because, it's not just having the cart, right? It's knowing the flow. Okay, one key thing. Always validate your ticket. Always. Even if the gates seem open, inspectors do check. And while the metro is fantastic, definitely don't overlook the buses. Especially if you want a more scenic route, see the city above ground while you travel, like taking a bus along Gran Via, totally different feel than being underground. So this system really sets you up for a great start. So your first morning, say 9:00 a.m. to 1:00 p.m. starts big. The Royal Palace of Madrid, it's the official residence of the Spanish royal family, though they don't actually live there day to day. You need plenty of time. The rooms, the collections, they're really opulent. And it's right next door to the Almudena Cathedral. Neo-Gothic, very impressive architecture. You can barely get panoramic views from the dome, but definitely check if that's accessible when you visit.
And starting there really throws you right into Madrid's history, its grandeur, that connection to the monarchy. But what's often missed, I think, is the deeper story, like the palace. It's built on the site of a 9th century Moorish fortress that tells you so much about Madrid's actual origins. And, it's bigger than Buckingham Palace, yet the current royals live more modestly. It's kind of a fascinating look at how a modern monarchy handles its very grand past.
Interesting point. Okay, lunchtime. Say 1:00 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. You head to the Mercado de San Miguel. It's this bustling, beautifully restored 100-year-old market. Perfect for tapas. You'll find everything fresh seafood, Iberian ham, amazing cheeses, a real feast.
Oh, absolutely. And the Mercado de San Miguel, it isn't just, a food market. It's like a living snapshot of Madrid's culinary journey. Wow. It went from being this traditional wholesale place to this modern gourmet hub, which really shows how Madrid respects its history, but also totally embraces modern life and food trends. It reflects that social vibe, the love of eating together.
Right. Okay. Afternoon. 2:30 p.m. to 6:00 p.m. You're diving into the historic heart. Stroll over to Plaza Mayor. It's the city's most famous square, steeped in history, very impressive architecture. And from there, it's a short walk to Puerta del Sol. That's the symbolic center of Spain, kilometer zero, where all the roads are measured from. Super lively, great for people watching. And then to wrap up day one, from 7:00 p.m. onwards, a walk along Gran Via, Madrid's iconic street, right? Famous for the stunning buildings, the theaters, shopping. Find a nice spot for dinner nearby. There are tons of options. And here's where it gets really good. End the day with a drink at one of Gran Via's rooftop bars. Those city views at sunset. Just spectacular. A perfect way to soak it all in.
What a fantastic first day. You get the grandeur, the history, the food, the energy, and from soaking all that in, it feels like a natural progression to then dive into Madrid's, its incredible art scene.
Absolutely. Which brings us neatly to day two. The morning, maybe 9:13 a.m. to 1:00 p.m., is dedicated to the Prado Museum. World-renowned, right? Unbelievable collection of European art. Masterpieces by Goya, Velázquez, El Greco, Rubens. It is huge, though. So planning your visit, maybe focusing on specific collections, is probably a smart move.
Definitely. The Prado isn't just like paintings on walls. It's a real window into the Spanish soul, its history.
Hmm.
When you stand in front of Velázquez's Las Meninas, it's not just a portrait. It's this incredible play on perspective, on royalty itself. Or think about Goya's black paintings. So chilling. They give you this raw look into Spain's really turbulent 19th century. It's such a contrast to his earlier court paintings,
Yeah.
Shows a nation grappling with itself. So yeah, understanding the scale and prioritizing what you really want to see is key.
Good advice. Lunch then, 1:00 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. You're in the Art Triangle area anyway, so plenty of local spots around there, traditional Spanish food, casual cafes. You'll find something easily. Then the art journey continues in the afternoon, say 2:30 p.m. to 5:20 p.m. over to the Reina Sofia Museum. This one focuses on 20th century Spanish art, and the absolute highlight, I mean, it has to be Picasso's Guernica.
Oh, seeing Guernica in person.
Yeah.
It's profound, really powerful. It's more than a painting. It's this huge cry against war painted right after the bombing of Guernica during the Spanish Civil War. The way it's fragmented, chaotic, it doesn't just show suffering, it really forces you to confront the brutality of war. It's just such a vivid example of art as like a historical record and a universal plea for peace.
Absolutely. And to complete that art triangle, maybe 5:00 p.m. to 7:00 p.m., you visit the Thyssen-Bornemisza Museum. This one's fascinating because the collection is so diverse. Spans 8 centuries, European and American art. It really rounds out the experience after the Prado and Reina Sofia. Then for the evening, from 7:00 p.m. onwards, explore the Barrio de las Letras, the literary quarter. Really charming. Known for its history, writers lived there, quaint streets, lots of places to eat, and maybe consider booking a traditional flamenco show for an unforgettable night of Spanish dance and music.
Yes, experiencing live flamenco, it's essential. I think it moves you from the visual art to this really raw, emotional performing art. What's so captivating about flamenco, too, is its history. It's this fusion, right? Romani, Jewish, Moorish influences. So it's this powerful expression of Andalusia's diverse past, but embraced so passionately in Madrid. It's not just dance, it's storytelling. Through the rhythm, the voice, the movement, it's intense.
Sounds incredible. Okay, day 3. This one shifts gears a bit. More relaxed, combining green spaces with more food experiences. So 9:03 a.m. to 1:00 p.m., a relaxed morning in El Retiro Park. Madrid's green lung, basically. You can rent a rowboat on the lake, check out the stunning Crystal Palace, the Palacio de Cristal, or just wander the gardens.
Yeah, this park provides such a vital contrast to the, the grandeur and the intensity of the museums. It's really where Madrileños go to unwind.
Right.
It's interesting, actually, how these big urban parks became so central to European capitals. They offer that break, but also a glimpse into everyday local life. El Retiro used to be royal hunting ground, and now it's this completely democratic space, this oasis, really the lung of the city.
That's a great way to put it. It really is a living space. You see everything there. Okay, lunch, 1:00 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. You've got choices depending on your vibe. The Salamanca neighborhood is more upscale, refined dining. Or head to Chueca, which is really vibrant, eclectic food scene, quite trendy. Then in the afternoon, 2:30 p.m. to 5:00 p.m., another choice, this time for museums, catering to specific interests. Option 1, the Sorolla Museum. It's in the artist Joaquin Sorolla's former home and studio, really intimate look at his work, known for light. Or option 2, dive into Spain's deeper past at the National Archaeological Museum. Artifacts from prehistory up to the Middle Ages.
And that's a great choice to offer. It lets you tailor things, doesn't it? Do you want that sort of intimate look at one specific Spanish master, Sorolla, who captured light and life so uniquely? Or are you drawn more to the big picture, the historical overview, piecing together Spain's ancient roots? Each choice really illuminates a different aspect of the country's, incredibly rich heritage.
Exactly. And then for the evening, from 7:00 p.m. onwards, here's where it gets really fun. Time for an authentic tapas crawl. Head to neighborhoods like La Latina or Malasaña, known for being lively. You just hop from bar to bar, sampling different small plates, patatas bravas, croquetas, tortilla española. Pair them with local wine or beer. It's such a quintessential Madrid thing to do. More than just eating, it's a social event. Right, final full day, day 4, and here you have 2 really fantastic options. Lets you tailor the deep dive even more. Option 1, and it comes highly recommended in the sources, a day trip to Toledo. You take a high-speed train, it's only about 30 minutes away. It's a UNESCO World Heritage City. Toledo is known as the City of 3 Cultures. It has this incredible mix of Christian, Muslim, and Jewish history. Stunning cathedrals, synagogues, mosques. You really need a full day to explore its narrow streets, ancient walls, all the landmarks.
And that trip to Toledo, it's not just like a side trip. It's a really vital historical lens. When we talk about the City of 3 Cultures, we mean a place where for centuries these groups coexisted. They contributed to this amazing blend of art, architecture, intellectual life.
Yeah.
It wasn't always peaceful, But the mixing was profound. Walking those streets, you literally see the layers of history. Gives crucial context to Madrid's own story and how Spain evolved.
Definitely sounds worth it. Okay, option 2 for day 4 is staying in Madrid for a deeper dive into the city itself. In the morning, maybe visit the Temple of Dibud. It's an ancient Egyptian temple. It was relocated to Madrid, offers fantastic views, apparently beautiful even in the morning light. Afterwards, explore the Malasaña neighborhood some more. Very bohemian, lots of vintage shops, indie boutiques, cool street art. And for lunch on this Madrid-focused day, indulge in a real classic, a bocadillo de calamares. That's a fried squid sandwich. You'll find lots of places serving them, especially around Plaza Mayor. Then the afternoon. If you're into football, a tour of the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, Real Madrid's home, could be amazing. Or if not, you could learn more about the city's own history at the Museo de la Historia de Madrid.
It's quite something, isn't it? How those choices, an ancient Egyptian temple, a symbol of, international diplomacy and ancient history, versus a state-of-the-art football stadium, a symbol of modern Spanish passion and global sports, how they actually highlight Madrid's multifaceted character. The city isn't just one thing, is it? It's this vibrant mix where the ancient and the super modern just coexist.
That's true. So for your final farewell dinner that evening, find a restaurant specializing in traditional Madrileñan food. Maybe try cocido madrileño, especially if you're there in cooler weather. It's this really hearty chickpea stew, a comforting, communal kind of dish. Seems like a perfect end to the culinary journey. So wrapping this all up, what does this mean for you thinking about Madrid? This 4-day deep dive really offers a comprehensive, immersive experience, from the royal history and world-class art to the buzzing tapas bars and calm parks. You should leave with a real appreciation for Spanish culture, a taste for the food, and memories of a city that, really knows how to live.
Definitely. And while Madrid is generally very accessible, it's probably worth mentioning a few potential practical challenges, just things to keep in mind. First, the language barrier. I mean, lots of people in tourist areas speak English, sure, but learning even a few basic Spanish phrases, it can really enhance your experience, your interactions with locals. Second, siesta hours. Some smaller shops, particularly outside the main tourist zones, might close in the afternoon, roughly 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So just plan your shopping or errands around that. Avoid finding things unexpectedly shut. Third, maybe museum fatigue. It's a real thing. So many amazing museums close together. Best to pace yourself. Prioritize what you really want to see. Don't feel like you have to do it all. Fourth, navigating crowds. Places like Plaza Mayor or Gran Via, they can get incredibly busy, especially in peak season. Just be aware of your surroundings, keep an eye on your belongings, and maybe allow a bit of extra time to get through crowded areas. And finally, late dining hours. Dinner in Spain is typically later than many other places, often starts around 8:30 p.m., 9:00 p.m., or even later. So if you prefer eating earlier, look for restaurants that cater more to international schedules. Or, just embrace the tapas culture, which happens earlier.
All very practical points. So this deep dive, it's shown how Madrid blends its deep history with this really vibrant modern energy. For you listening, what parts of Madrid's unique mix the history, the art, the daily life, what resonates most? And maybe think about how you could integrate a little of that Madrileña spirit, that appreciation for art, the social rituals, that zest for life into your own explorations of culture, wherever you might be. We really hope this deep dive into Madrid has given you a clear, engaging, and pretty comprehensive picture of this magnificent city.
Yeah, remember, knowledge is great, but understanding and applying it is where the value lies, and there's always, always more to explore.
Until next time, keep diving deep into the world around you.